For many years of service to our church, Messiah Lutheran Church. To do so, we've asked a few people to share with us some memories, some anecdotes, and some messages that they have about Esther. Most, if not all of us, cannot remember Messiah without Esther as our organist. She has not only been our organist for 45 years, as we all know, but she has been a member of this church since 1955, when she joined with her loving husband Bob and their baby son John. And shortly after that, their family grew, adding on second son Randy and daughter Robin. Her husband Bob was the first family actually to occupy the choir loft when he became the choir director in 1960. Esther started as an assistant organist in April of 1967. Former members Don and Jeannie Stang share these thoughts.
For those of you that do not know Don Stang, he is the one who writes the annual Christmas letter called SIN, Stang's International Newsletter. And so it comes out of North Carolina, and you can imagine what it is. So this is a letter from Don and Jeannie. Dear Esther, for over 50 years there has been a Hodgkinson in the Messiah choir loft. At Messiah, the word Hodgkinson and music have been synonymous since forever. The church has been blessed with a family dedicated to sharing their rich musical talent, humor, common sense, and good Christian fellowship. Over the years from the choir loft, you have watched it all. You have helped marry people, you have watched them raise their families, or watched as families have split up. You have helped baptize children and have been on the sidelines cheering them on as they have grown up to start their lives. You have played at funerals of friends and have helped families trying to cope with their loss. You have watched Christian politics at its best and at its worst. You have been able to cover for and save soloists who have wandered off the musical staff and lost their way during a performance. You have watched the changing dynamics of our congregation over the years. You have been a friend to those needing support or counsel. Yes, you have watched it all from your place in the choir loft. You once mentioned you'd like to write a book about the happenings within a congregation as seen from the organist's viewpoint. You plan to call it, yes, it's coming, okay, From Where I Sit. What a wealth of experiences and observations you would have to work from. Yes, the organist does know it all. It would be an entertaining story well worth writing and would prove great insight into the workings of a congregation. However, there may exist a few of us folks who are thankful you're not going to go and write it yet. You have decided to give up postludes, preludes, anthems, cantatas, rehearsals, music for special services, and all the other stuff that goes on with being an organist that few people know about. You've decided to step back and relax a bit. Through the years, you have been a major contributor to Messiah. You've certainly earned the right to step back and relax a bit. Esther, thanks for being who you are, Don and Jeannie Stang. Hey, P.S., maybe with that spare time, you might be able to start that book. There is also a carbon copy to God.